Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Today, it's raining. Every time we go to press live, it starts raining. So unless it starts lightning, we'll just do the live stream. So Bells has a umbrella. We're gonna just walk in the rain. I like doing it anyway. I'm not gonna get
Ooh.
sick. I'll just take a shower when I get back inside. Uh, I wanted to show you all every okra plant that you see. So we decided to take a year off of gardening. It's really, I said, what did it benefit us? Number one, man, it's really helped me out, like physically. I've had time to start back working out, stretching more, eating better, just concentrating on one particular part of your life instead of trying to concentrate on everything that's going on. More time with the kids. So it does benefit you to take that little time off sometimes. You may not want to do a year. You may just want to do one season, like do fall and don't do spring. But we came up on what we call or what's called the Sabbath year, where you work for 6 years and then the seventh year you take off.
Hey, JT, JR.
Everything we have here, this is just right outside our front door. These are some seeds that obviously was thrown down here last year sometime. And I'm gonna show you how easy this is in particular. Okra I found is so easy, right? You don't really have to plant them. You just get the seeds. And what we did, I'm sure we were just throwing them around. So we must have just threw some down right here last year. And some free plants, or not free plants, but plants gonna spring up. I'm gonna show you over here in the garden. That whole thing over there is unplanted, but it grows just the same. As you can see with the grass and stuff, I've really been behind on the grass, not just the gardening, but the grass as well. But because me and Bells really put in the time last year and we put that irrigation in, what a world of difference. Even through all of the heat, look at look at how these plants are still flourishing coming out of August. That's amazing. Still got our asparagus in there. But you can see everywhere, all of these little plants, you're seeing signs that they're not as stressed out. Last year, a plant that's looking like this, it would be dead by now if we didn't have the irrigation because it's just been so hot. But you can see how it's throwing off so much new growth. Same thing here. Look at this one. They're really enjoying. I tell you, get that irrigation in. This plant wouldn't have started growing until next year. It would have put on a little bit of new growth. Now we're able to get it to grow through the summer, actually. Even our bigger ones are putting on some new growth. Let's go over here, show you some of this. This is a spot traditionally or historically we've had the hardest time to grow in, right, Bill?
Yep.
We actually had this fig here. I think this is a Celeste. We had this one planted here. I actually dug that one up because we got some cuttings from wow, look at this spider, Bill. Never seen that one before. Come on, look at that. Oh, can you see it?
Yep.
I don't know what kind that is. Well, we actually got some cuttings from a guy, and so I rooted the cuttings out, and I needed a spot. And since this one was dying, it was like dead. I just throwed it on the side, and I planted the new one. But this one has actually came back. I didn't even plant this. This is a tree that was uprooted and just thrown on top of the soil, and it's fighting back on its own.
Hi,
So
everybody.
that's beautiful. What's up, everybody? Look at all of these that we planted. They're doing well, starting to kick a little bit. This one here, the grass is overtaking it, but it's fine. It's just in a pot. This one isn't planted yet.
Look at
We're
that.
not going to plant them until next year. Here's our Satsuma tree. I mean, can it get any more beautiful than that?
We already been harvesting some. Like, we've been eating it green.
Yeah.
because even though they are green, they already start getting sweeter. And we gave some to
Yeah.
my sister-in-law.
Beautiful.
They're so beautiful. Look.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
They're
look at
doing
that.
really well.
Wow. See
Yeah.
that, guys?
And they're starting to turn. A lot of this is sun scald. It's been that hot out here.
Yeah.
They're not really turning. They should turn a little bit more evenly than that. If you see this is more like sun scald on them.
Sunburn?
Yeah.
Sunburn.
Sunburn.
But those
But
are
look
good.
at that. I mean, this tree is doing it this year. We protected it through the winter.
Excuse
Oh,
me, guys.
bless you, baby. We protected it during the winter. And now that's the benefits. That's the benefits. And that trunk is getting super
Last
thick.
year we didn't get any fruit from it.
Yeah.
Not even one. Not even single fruit
Yeah, the
from
freeze
this tree.
got it the year before this one. But this year
We got
we
it.
managed to make it. This one I'm gonna cut back this year. We had fruit all the way out here.
Yes.
It's just a little too big especially coming this way. So I'm gonna come in like these that I see going up. I might cut it like right here, right there to try to get it to go more in the upward motion.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a couple that were still on here. You can see dry rotted on.
The wasp was eating.
The wasp was on them and we couldn't get to them.
Yeah, but it's very good.
Yeah. Florida Home Pear. If y'all saw those videos, Florida Home Pear. Look at all these fruiting spurs. When you see and you're looking at that and you're looking for these fruiting spurs, like wow, they're ready to fruit again.
That means next year we're going to bloom again. Gasper.
Florida King Peach.
Yeah.
We're keeping our fingers crossed on all things peaches because it's one of the hardest things to grow in Louisiana. So this is its first full year in, right?
Yes.
But it's put on some new growth. You can see all this new growth. And I just attribute this to, because we're not fertilizing this year, so it hasn't gotten any fertilizer. I attribute this to irrigation, because years past, the trees that were dying, I just couldn't get home, get from work, and fertilize. But now I'm able to just turn the water on and at least keep them drinking, and they can try to find some nutrients in the ground. This is supposed to be a white mulberry, either a white or a Pakistani.
I think it's the Pakistani.
They got mixed up, kind of. This one, it says Pakistani, but then the leaves on that one is just as big. So with the Pakistani ones, they say, the big leaves, that means you're going to have the longer fruit. Hopefully we're going to get something off of this one this coming spring. They're still all green and stuff, so I don't think we're going to get it to fruit this year. But look at all the growth we've gotten in 1 year. We got this thing, and babe, wasn't it like this small?
That was so small.
This is what we planted, like something that size, and look how it's actually took off. And then that died back, because you can see where the you can see where it was. This is the branch. It died back, but then it came back. So I'm happy about that, because these mulberries are a tree where when I want to actually bring it back down to size and prune it in the spring next year, God spare life, and I cut right here or right there, this is all cuttings for me to just plant anywhere I want, on any piece of property I want, and I'll have these trees everywhere. In a matter of 2 years, you'll have, I don't know why they charge you so much for these things. It's just cuttings, and they grow so easily. So here, I never did anything with this yet. I still haven't even pulled this up. More than likely, we're going to take this tree anyway and put it over there on the side of that one. And I'm going to give that little area 1 more year to produce me some apples. If it doesn't, then we're going to take it out and put some more pears in.
Put your mic in the middle, like, so it don't get rained down all the way. Yeah, right there.
Okay. All right. This for you the first year. Now we planted this one first. Remember, yes. I believe so.
Yes.
And this one used to give us so much fruit, and I've been trying to get it to pull back, but it wants to lean this way. Last year it didn't give us anything. All the fruit got burned off by a late freeze. This year we're going to get a handful here, but that one there is the star of the show, and I'll show you that one. It it's the star of the show. We've had some die-offs. I had a fig here that died off before I put my irrigation in. We had a kumquat that died here before I put my irrigation in. I think this was like a spot where they had some nematodes
Yes.
because the roots were kind of looking really damaged. So we're going to try to find something to go here. I don't know what it's going to be. But another satsuma here.
And yeah, but look at that. That's full of, what was that?
What you call it? Spider web.
Mosquito?
Spider web.
It's full of
I got a
fruits.
graph here. We almost had the fruit to make it so I could see what the graph was, but the last one fell off before it started to get into some size.
Yep.
But look at all these satsumas, right?
And you see, they all like looking green.
Yeah. I mean, it's loaded down. Gonna be another good year for these satsumas. Another year. I mean, and I like that it's a well-rounded tree. I had an air layer off of this tree and I left it in a pot outside and I forgot about it and it dried out on me. But I need to keep this tree down a little bit. So I'll come in and give me some air layers off of these branches here, Godspad next year, so we can duplicate this tree. We just needed to make it through the winter. It makes it through the winter. We'll get 5 or 6 more trees of these.
Beautiful. That's all the way down.
Yeah. Wait till it starts turning colors. Here's a tree here, Asian pear. It was growing really, really slow. It's finally starting to kind of take off. I do need to come and take this branch here off. You can see it's coming from the bottom. I'll take this one off, but we're not doing any pruning this year unless it's for the life of the tree. So if it's something like a disease or something that could kill the tree, we would prune. But other than that, we're not. But you can see here, all of these bottom branches will take off and let the scaffolding of the tree get more full. And I believe next year we're going to get a couple of fruit off of this one because we planted the other one. I don't know. We planted around the same time, or maybe this one a year later. So this one should get a couple of more feet next year. So you're looking at all of this okra that's here, all of the okra here, all of the okra here. We planted none of it. All of this okra came just by us. Basically what I told you at the end of the season, before we took them out, we just started taking these seeds. You can see them. They're dried and they're ready and they're fresh. If you're having problem with okra seeds germinating, more than likely it's just because they're not fresh seeds and they get older and older. Then you got to soak them. Then you got to nick them. And then it's too much of stuff. Just try to get to some fresh ones over time. The ones that you get to germinate, save those seeds. And next year they'll just come up super easy. And all we did was just take these seeds and we just threw them. And we cut some of them out, but the ones that we didn't want to mess with, we just left them. The same thing over there. We had the okra there last year. We just, as we was breaking them down, we just threw it over there. And they'll outgrow the grass, so we didn't have to cut the grass.
Yeah.
This one is beautiful. Beautiful canopy. We're going to do a little cutting on it next year, Godspell, coming out of the winter. But as you can see, it's all comfrey down here once the comfrey starts to come back from the grass. Nice canopy in here. Not much crossing branches. We'll take out some of those crossing branches, but I don't want to take out the crossing branches because I want to be able to take some of these branches, and I'm trying, these are root stops. The way, if you look at the way persimmons grow, they send out a lot of root suckers or whatever away from the tree, from their vines. So generally you can take this tree and dig it up if you can get some roots in the wintertime, and basically probably get you a new tree, and you'll take a branch off of that and graft it onto this one and try to get you a new tree. I got to make it back to that high tunnel because I'm getting soaked.
Yeah, come on.
But a couple of more. So of course we got our loquat is still here. We got 3 varieties of mulberries here that are growing like crazy. That's the small one, that's the regular one, and this is supposed to be the white. You
The
can see how the
whites.
branches are a little bit more
Yeah.
a different color. So
Sugar cane.
can't wait to see
Me too.
what.
If our kids only liked those two right there, the small one and the big, like the big
Yeah, so now
mulberry,
we got to
that's
try them out on these.
yeah.
And look at the leaves on these. They're kind of big. So these should be some nice long mulberries.
You can tell it's really different because the other one was like a 3-finger leaf, but
Mm.
that one's just like regular, like
Pineapple
heart shape.
guava and the Desert King fig. This one started off was our first one to give us figs. And then it kind of just didn't give much. But it got new growth on it now.
Yep.
I attribute that to
Mr. Jesse.
yeah,
Yeah, Mr.
Mr.
Jesse gave us
Jesse.
that, right?
No, not the Desert King. He gave us all of the cuttings that we got.
Okay.
Like all of the ones around the
Yeah.
all of the ones around the chicken cage.
Mm-hmm.
He gave it to us.
Miss C gave us the Cadora fig, right?
Oh yeah, she got us started with cuttings. She was the first one that gave us figs because that Celeste fig kept dying. And I was like, man, we can't grow no figs here. All they do is keep dying.
But
And then Miss C gave us the Cadota fig that took off. And then Mr. Jesse gave us let's just walk through here. I'm gonna just show y'all. Haven't been doing much.
How has everybody been doing, guys?
Lemon tree is doing well. I mean, we're doing really well. It's doing nice.
Look at that.
Another one that didn't give us anything last year. The freeze got it last year.
Yep.
This year is good. You can see the whole garden is just like
It's
that,
good.
right? It's untouched. It's just baking and stewing in its own juices, I guess you would call it. I moved this here because we was moving that car. I just haven't moved it back yet.
How beautiful them sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Make me want to eat some sweet potato soup.
All of our pomegranates are still doing good. We did get a lot of flowering this year. I did a couple of videos, but I don't think I put them out when they was actually flowering a lot, but I can't remember. Peaches, but the monkey potatoes look like taking over our peach. They'll say we need to hurry up and cut that off of there.
Yeah. Or else it will get
Yeah.
all out like peaches. Look at like it making our peach looking so sad.
This is a pineapple pear. You can see pineapple pear, and I don't know. This branch here just gets me. I don't know why it's so aggressive. I think I'm gonna just let it go. I'm gonna just start pruning up here somewhere because none of the other tree wants to grow. Just this, for some reason, I need to do research. Why does this one, no matter how many times I cut it, it just keeps shooting up? Yeah, I don't know why. I love this part of the yard because it's like a little orchard tucked away in the backyard. Basically, persimmons, native, isu, supposed to be a giant persimmon, but I think this is going to be just a regular.
It's probably going to be a giant once, like, because it was still.
It looks a little
young.
bit different from our other ones, though. This is supposed to be a giant Fuyu persimmon. This is
young.
Look how good that Florida Queen is looking back there. It's looking the best of all the trees. It's a queen, that's why.
It's a queen.
Pawpaw. We got another pawpaw. Look at all our figs over here. All of these figs here, believe it or not, besides this one, this is a Cadota. This one came from Miss C from Hawaii. She sent us this one. And it was just, she sent us like a box with like 3 cuttings in it. This was one of the cuttings that made it. We planted it. Now you can see we can make another 50 trees off of this one tree. We bought this one this year, or last year. So this is first year in the ground. Can't remember the name of it.
Oh, look at that. They got you strawberry.
Oh, yeah, look at that. We got a strawberry out here too. The birds have been getting them this year. The animals have been getting them. We haven't been fighting them or trying to stop them.
Guess we gotta share this
Yeah,
year.
this year's a sharing year for us, but man, if this ain't my favorite fig, it's not my favorite fig. I'm telling you, this is my favorite. I love everything about the flavor,
I can't hold
the one.
it. Hmm.
Look what she did, y'all. See how she acting like she can't my ass. mm.
There's some more coming up.
You see another one?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And they're ripening, but they're at the end of the season now. But
Oh, look at
those
that.
two together is like my favorite. Both of those. I don't know what they are. Here's a new one we got. I had the tag. You can see I had the tag right here on the gate, and it I don't know, it wiped off.
Mhm.
But kumquats also are always, I mean, they're dependable. They're always gonna give you what you're looking for. Waiting on this strawberry, waiting on this strawberry fig. They got one right here, and I thought we had more, but we can't seem
Yeah.
to catch them. Like something's taking them off or something. And here's one. I think this is the one from the old church. We
Yep.
took some cuttings off of the old church. Walking around this way, of course,
They are like
it never fails. We need to try the air layer this year. Didn't do
so
anything
good.
with that little garden there. We had throw some seeds in. Some okra came up. We did have garlic in there, but we didn't harvest any. So
Oh,
we'll see.
still fall.
Probably we'll take some of the grass out and see if the garlic start coming back up next year. Here's another fuyu. Something really attacked it this year. Um, it's kind of blocked out from the tree, so for some reason it might not be an optimal spot for it. I'm still hoping that in the future I can take out some of those trees and give it a little bit more sunlight, and hopefully this will be the best spot for it. Once again, we got one pawpaw
We
this
had
year.
two of them, but the other
Yeah,
one fell and we didn't see
yeah.
where it went. Probably something came and ate it. You're
Uh,
fluffy.
Same here.
There's the
I think this is
Wari
a
Satsuma.
no tangerine.
Tangerine, I mean.
I think this is my Dancy. Let me make sure.
Hey
I always gotta
everybody, how
keep
y'all
looking at
been
them and looking at them and
doing?
looking at them. Sunburst. So
Sunburst,
yeah, so Dancy
sunburst
is
tangerine.
inside. Another fig. I don't know which one this is. We bought 3 figs
Excuse
from
me.
somewhere online, and this one has one on it, so we might get a chance to taste it. Not sure.
Yep, this one got one.
This is a mandarin. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, and it has
They got a
one
lot of little
fruit.
wasps in there, babe. They got a
This
lot of
one.
wasps in there.
I'm just getting away.
You
Okay,
see
okay,
them
okay,
in
okay,
there?
okay. Well, I'm getting away from y'all.
Golly. A
Golly,
lot
that's
of
full
wasps. A
of
whole
wasps.
pack of wasps in there. Maybe they're waiting out the rain or something.
Oh wow,
Here's
grapefruit.
a grapefruit. I'm
Something
gonna
came
cut
and
off.
dig over here. Look.
Yeah, them armadillos.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna cut this off. I left this on because I was like, it's gonna help it through the winter, and I mean through the summer, and it did. It's looking good under there. We'll see what it really looks like after I just come with the weed eater and trim that.
We just living it so the summer, man,
Yeah,
like
the
the
drought.
summer.
In case we got a
It
drought.
protected from summer heat.
Look at this one. We planted these last year. This is some more loquats that we had. We just planted them, and they're doing really well in that spot for some reason.
Yuppie.
And then nothing else is going on back here yet. Next year,
UGB.
God spare, we're going to buy more trees, put more trees in. But of course, you can't just keep planting all the time. You know, sometimes you got to take a break. Yeah, here's a jujube.
We love jujube.
This girl found a jujube on side the road, y'all. I mean, at a McDonald's
McDonald's.
parking lot, which is amazing because we've been going past that McDonald's forever. And the other day she was like, I think that's a jujube tree. And I was like, ain't no way no jujube at no McDonald's. And she was right. I went over there and did some investigating and even had a couple of fruit on it.
It's so good. I'm telling y'all, like, if y'all like jujube, if y'all know what jujube look like, Y'all gonna love it. It's so sweet. I like it green though. I don't really like it when it's ripe all the
The
way
beauty,
because when it's ripe, it's like tastes like dates.
the beauty of the passion fruit
The jujube.
is there's always something on the ground. This one is a little old.
Yeah, it's still good though.
There's always something on the ground.
But you can throw that on the ground and then it
Yeah.
will come up. They're all over there
Let
too.
me get this one.
Purple one right there. Yeah.
I mean, it goes to a point to where you just like, I can't keep up. There's more over there. Let's go on inside.
But what we do is like I juice them, I take that
Yeah.
out, put it on the strainer, juice it,
And then I've been
oh
freezing
my,
them.
that's so good.
I've been freezing them.
And then that's the sugar apple. Sugar apple was flowering, but
How much juice you think they got?
there's a lot of
Juice
juice in
challenge?
there. Yeah. There's a lot of juice on it.
Okay.
They got one more.
We put the work in on this.
Look.
Let's look over our head first.
Ta-da! Best friends.
We gotta dial these back a little bit. This vine is taking over the high tunnel. That's why you remember when I first did the design with this, when I started running those wires, and I said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna run like, I want this to be like
jungle all the way over there.
Yeah, but the grapevines, is this the idea I wanted for the grapevines from the top to just carry on that
the
that
wire.
line.
This one.
Look at that.
Them dogs.
Oh boy. They're everywhere.
We didn't get nothing from the orange this year. That red,
No,
blood orange.
So we're in the middle. We're in the middle of this place.
We're in the middle of the jungle.
We didn't get anything from these this year, but all of our small ones.
Look at that. Look how
This
nice
is a
that
double Mahoy. It's supposed to be a double Mahoy right here. This is the last one we have to fruit, but it started off so small.
Yep.
So I'm thinking next year.
Ah, look how beautiful they is.
Yeah, there's two of them too. But look at that.
Middle of the jungle.
This thing, I mean, even the crazy thing about this, even the rats and whatever was eating on them, even they got tired of eating. It was so many of them.
So many seeds.
Yeah, that too. And you got to fight those seeds.
The seeds. They was like munching.
And you got to fight those seeds, but they're beautiful though. This was an ultimate win for us. Let me put that in my pocket.
Well, like and it's also good because it's like what you call it, like hydrated, like it make you hydrated and stuff when you're in the middle of the heat.
Yeah,
because of the juice.
These are good. I think this is a grand name here, and so this is the last grand name we bought. When I went to Home Depot and I saw them on sale for like $30, I was like, you know what? I know if I buy a banana, it's gonna throw off pups. So even though I'm spending $30, once I get 3 pups, it's like I spent $10. And once I get more and more, eventually the cost goes away, right? Eventually it's like you didn't pay anything for it. And I bought that one. I went back to look at some of my other videos, my older banana videos, and I realized it's like I already got that. I already bought a grand name. So that's what that one is. So I just put them both right here. And eventually we'll take out those taller ones and put in more of our shorter producing bananas. Here's Carrie and boy, I fell in love with this thing. What everybody was saying, the reviews are so mixed on a Malika tree. It'll scare you from even trying it. They say it tastes like the bottom of a garbage can if you taste the wrong one. I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
I'm gonna say no on that. That thing was the best one I've had all year.
Even though, like the one in Miami, like say that when we went to
Malika in Miami,
it was nasty because it was already on the ground.
On the ground. Those have to be picked green, which is another Plus, for us, we don't want to have something that you got to ripen on the tree per se, because that means that the animals are going to get to it before you if you forget. But when you got to pick them green, you can't let them ripen.
Okay, let me show them this. We thought there was just an ornamental banana right here. That one. Like, look at that one. It's it has hands. You know, like fingers, banana hands. The guava.
Don't know what's up with the guava to this year, but
We've been
they're
picking some other
dropping
guava.
fruit and they're not as beautiful as they was last year. Remember last year they started getting like pinkish
Yeah,
looking beautiful. Now this year they're looking, and I don't know, it's because I don't have the irrigation on this side of the high tunnel probably, but they
they
don't
need
look.
water.
Yeah, so see how
So
dry it looks down there.
probably. So we didn't really like watering them.
Yeah, last year. Hold on, I'll hold it,
Look at
baby.
this.
Give you a break. Let me
But
give
this
her a
one,
break. Sorry, y'all.
I thought like probably
Give her a
ate. They
break on
probably ate it.
holding this thing. Yeah, but last year, what's going on, everybody? Last year, we was hand watering everything, so we would come with the
Oh
hose
look,
pipe. But this year, no hand
here.
watering, and I really don't have the irrigation on it, so you can see how small they are. Last year, they were like all of them was this size. Yeah.
Look like the little right there.
Yeah, she's all right. Not my favorite tree. Taste is good. It's different. The only reason it's not my favorite tree is because I like to eat the food. Unlike the passion fruit. Yes, if you don't like seedy fruit, you're not gonna like passion fruit because there's so many seeds you gotta worry about. But you can crunch through the seeds.
Move, Fluffy.
With move, Fluff. With guavas, you're not biting through that.
Look at that guava. I mean, banana.
Yeah, look at that. So Cavendish is looking. Let me see if I can focus. I probably can't. I'll have to turn it around. But Cavendish is looking really good behind us. Almost time to take that banana flower off.
It's a lot of worm.
Uh-oh. The worms are gonna eat. Look at this one. Now these are, let me show y'all this one. Hey, we're gonna get a good batch of bananas this year. I even got them in pots. Starting to get some flowers on the star fruit. You can kind of see, I'll show you. But usually your star fruits is like coming out in the wintertime out here for us. So we'll be eating on those in the winter, not actually in the spring or summer, which is strange. Barbados cherry was starting to fruit and flower. I mean, I've seen a couple here and there. You can kind of, let me show you. But not much in terms of production this year. Like I said, we've just wanted to keep everything watered. Nothing is fertilized this year. Dragon fruit, we didn't come out here and try to hand pollinate or anything. If it would have made one, fine, but it didn't. It made a lot of flowers. But next year we'll be a little bit more on to trying to actually get a fruit out of it. But what I like about that dragon fruit is when I move this, that rack of bananas just had it back there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This one is benefiting from the water. You can see how all of these little calamanders look good. This one isn't liking the water. This is our red navel, or cara, and it's starting to split a lot because I have the water on. So I'm gonna have to dial the water back on that one. Once again, y'all saw us actually do this trellis. We just need to wait for another year or so for these dragon fruits to kind of put some size on.
How big they gotten. Mm. That's calamansi.
Calamansi. Papayas are looking good. I'm gonna have to take off. Look like now because so next year I'm gonna take this out. This is the ice cream mango. It just it's just so hard.
Uh-oh.
Here, it doesn't like the
You got to split it again.
that's it. Yeah. It doesn't like the humidity here. So I'm gonna have that one. It's just gonna be inside the high tunnel during the winter, but during the summer it needs to be outside. Because I can see now it's starting to put its little disease over onto the other one. And that one didn't have any of that black stuff on it, that mold. So coming through, boy, it looks pretty back here, huh? Back there to my left.
What?
Papaya. Look at this papaya, y'all. Look at that. I'll show y'all when they get bigger. What's up, Dean? Can you remember this is Louisiana too? We shouldn't have any of this stuff.
Take this line.
And all of the seedlings are looking good here too. Figs, bays, jackfruit. Everything's looking good here. Everything. A little blue java, banana. Got a couple of hands. Like I said, remember we didn't fertilize, so that's what it was able to do without any fertilizer. I believe if we would have fertilized like next year, we'll be getting a whole lot more. Still got some plants in that we had in. This is going on second year plants. And peppers will always be perennial if you can take care of them. They're not really annual plants. They can last a long time, 3, 4, 5 years sometimes. This is my Dancy, got 8 up, but I got one Dancy tangerine on it. But the little 2, 3,
4, 4.
Oh yeah,
5, 6.
got a good amount. I got a good amount. Thought I only had a couple. Starting to see some little black spots on the June plum. Next year, this will be another one that'll be inside, outside, but they got a good bit of June plum on here. Back in the back, of course, we got moringa, turmeric, everything's back there. Belle's beautiful little mango from seed. We're gonna do some clipping on it next year, God spare, and get it pruned out, growing a little bit better, or just more bushy. I mean, everything's looking good. You see it. That moringa is just sprawling out. Looks like a little jungle in there. So, and of course, we're looking like a jungle.
Back alive.
Huh?
The lavender came back.
Oh, it did? You see it?
Yeah, I got a lot of them right there now. Look, you see?
Oh, yeah. Must have came back from the roots.
Moringa! Ah!
Of course, look at this turmeric reaching way out here. Wow.
Like the moringa flowering too. Hopefully we get like pods from it to get some seeds and some drop it down.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice to see. And of course, behind us, a lot of cassava and sugar cane and some pots. We just need those for cuttings. We was just trying to save cuttings. So that'll be a good couple of cuttings that we can plant next year over there. That's what we need.
Tabasco is showing off again.
The sugar cane for. She loves. How old is that Tabasco plant?
Probably like 4 years already. 4 to 5 years old.
Yeah, it's a cool little plant. Peppers are just cool plants.
This is my favorite plant. I like pepper all time. I can eat this like I can eat it by itself.
Here's a little avocado seedling.
It's very spicy, but it's very good.
Finger limes. I'm thinking we might get some finger lime this year, hopefully. And we can stop these things here
to eat. Like the mango seed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I probably need to have this more by the house where I can spray it off. But it'll be okay.
What happened to that calamondin now?
It's just going through its phases. And of course, yeah. Whole bunch of other stuff. But that's the bulk of it. That's the bulk of it. Can't show everything that's going on at all times. I'm still on the fence about getting our chickens next year. I need to develop something else a little bit different, because I had to do a lot of bending over to get in and out of that chicken cage. And I don't want to do that. It's just like too much stress on your back for some reason. Let's see. Where is?
Hello?
Some reason.
Stop.
Okay. I was trying to see the live chat. For some reason, it just does a number on your back. Kind of just in and out, in and out, in and out every day, because chickens, you got to take care of them every day. How is everybody going? And Cummings in the world.
This is beautiful.
Let's go this way.
You gotta get all
Back to the front. Yep. I may do some cutting. The beautiful thing about taking a year off is like, I'll show you. Like, look at this garden. It doesn't look like you're trying. It's just like, okay, I like how it looks. I might come and cut the grass though, because the grass is getting kind of tall. We've been buying. We're gonna replace these with our old raised beds, because with the price of wood and everything, these are gonna be cheaper for us than buying the blocks that's behind there, like the blocks and the wood. Though I don't need to buy the blocks anymore, so all I need to buy is 3 pieces of 8-foot boards. So I am going to still keep some of my wooden raised beds, but moving forward, as far as like really putting in raised beds
long term.
Yeah, long term, it's probably going to be all Vigo beds, and especially with those, it's a lot of breakdown, and you just got to dig everything up, put it all back in. With the Vigo, you're looking at 20-year, 15, 20-year beds instead of having to do that every 5 years. If I can do that every 15 years, then that's so much better. So much better.
Look, a lot of help.
Look at that, babe. Just thinking about when we started doing the gardening years and years ago at the
stealing
before we got here. Stealing?
I said tilling the ground.
Yeah. We was doing a lot of different work, trying a lot of things. What took us so long was that we actually had to try a lot of things. When we first started, we planted nearly all citrus.
Oh yeah.
And that didn't work out. So that set us back at least 2 years, because after we put them in,
you see that right there.
After we put them in, hey, grab that holder. Is it right here? I think.
I don't think so.
After we put them in, should be by that. I think I put them by that. I don't know.
Hold up, let me see.
Somewhere over there. Yeah. After we put them in, we gotta freeze. Thanks again. Oh, look. Let me show y'all. It's another. I haven't put in the ground. I had to buy it though, but I haven't put it in the ground. Y'all remember when I showed y'all, we got these out of Walmart, but now they're like super. I don't know how we caught that deal. It was $55. Now you go on Walmart, these trees are $180 something. So I wish I would have got more of them.
You did have 2 of them, but they canceled.
Yeah, well, I did try to get 2, but they canceled one on me. And some little pawpaws that are badly struggling. Hopefully those can survive. You want to sit right here so I can go get it?
I don't see that.
Hold on. Let me go get the holder right quick.
Bambi. I mean Fluffy. I mean Bambi. Oopsie. It's still wet. Hi guys. So Labor Day is coming, guys. So what y'all going do? Y'all going to be doing barbecuing for Labor Day? No. Found it.
No, I must be moved in the front.
Name is Kim. Mosquitoes got my leg. We don't do it either. We don't really like celebrate stuff like that, like Labor Day. We don't be doing nothing. We're not. We don't do that.
What is that today?
Like the Labor Day.
What you do on Labor Day?
I said, I don't know. I said, are they doing barbecuing or stuff on Labor Day or something like,
Ooh. That's all. I guess that's all depending on weather.
Oh, but the weather is so crazy, then you don't do nothing. I think it's gonna rain all week over
It's
here.
supposed to.
Over here.
Let me go get a dry shirt right quick.
Go ahead. And then get some. We gotta get something to put this.
Just
Sorry, guys.
gotta back
That's
it up.
my hand. I gotta take this off first. I think. Or it's back way, like this way. Yeah. Let's take these. Right, guys. The phone into the holder. Okay, don't drop, please. Don't drop. I don't know. Hold up. I thought it was used to be. One second, guys. People getting how to put it on the mic. I mean, on the stuff. How to really get it there. Oh shoot! Sorry. Yes, but attend a friend's annual barbecue scripture year. So our kids are not here today. Try.
You have to get a little dry.
Don't put it right there before you soak it away.
I'll catch it.
How?
I'll catch it.
I bet you will.
1 second.
We gotta get something to hold on to it.
Oh. I'll put that right there. Hold on 1 second. Sure. All right. She's scared it's gonna fall.
Yep.
She's scared it's gonna fall.
And I was having trouble to put the mic in and the.
Oh, okay. All right, no kids. It's quiet there. Ian says I don't celebrate.
Let me close this before all the flies.
Don't celebrate just a regular day. What's coming up?
Labor Day, I think.
What is Labor Day? I wonder. I don't know. I really don't even know what Labor Day is. Like I know what Memorial Day is, but
I think Labor
what's
Day.
the reason for Labor Day? I don't know.
Maybe
I just
because
know it's a day off. Yeah, that's all I care about. Give me some more days. I don't care what days they put up there. Just make it a holiday so we can get a day off and still get paid. So I like it. I love it. More holidays. Um, yeah, but we we found that taking time for yourself is probably just as important as gardening. Sometimes, especially from a YouTube standpoint, you get so caught up in
yeah.
views, what kind of content, what should I do, what people gonna watch, and I remember it was like going back, like okay, well I was doing all of everything I was doing that you all see us doing around here. We was actually doing it before we started YouTube, so it was one of those things where YouTube isn't like a lifeline for us, or isn't we need YouTube to survive or pay bills or anything like that. It was just fun for us, so we don't really need YouTube financially. So that helped us be able to relax, take a step back, and still have the same lifestyle that we had before. So we don't really add much to our lifestyle. No matter if I'm making like extra money at home or anything like that, we still try to keep the same lifestyle. We still try to shop.
The umbrella right there inside of it.
So we still try to shop as cheap as we can. Yeah, now your yeah, I'm about to say now your edge gonna be dripping on me. Uh, Same thing. Find whatever deals we can find. And we were doing the same thing before we started YouTube. Basically, here is just a platform where we wanted to be able to share some knowledge, and that's what we're going to continue to do when we come on. It's continually sharing knowledge, and a lot of times, really, I don't want to come on YouTube, but I'm so excited about the growth that's going on that I just have to share it. It's like, I don't know. I don't have a choice. Like, I have to let people see how things are progressing, especially when you put the work in, and you haven't taken any shortcuts. Even though I'm not downing people that take shortcuts, because there's a lot of things that I wish now that I could have took a shortcut on. Like a lot of this work, like for people that have tractors and augers where they don't even have to dig the holes. Can you imagine if I had a tractor that could dig some holes where I didn't have to dig with that shovel and plant trees? It would be
easy, huh?
Like I ain't hating on y'all. I wish I had that. Boy, I wish I had that. My goodness, I would be just zoop, zoop, zoop,
yep.
like 5 seconds, and they got a hole to plant a tree in, and they're planting 50. We planting 50 trees this week. I'm like, how? Why? Because I got a damn shovel, and they got a whole tractor. So those 6 years did a lot of damage physically to me. Even though I think what kept me going was the adrenaline of accomplishing those things, that I was just pushing through the pain, pushing through the pain, pushing through the pain, until I finally got to the point where I couldn't push through the pain anymore. And it was like things just starting to like, slowly I'm seeing things going undone, and I just can't do it. And I remember reading those scriptures like 5 years ago, and talked about that rest year. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally be obedient, and I'm gonna take me a Sabbath year. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like the Bible says, and I'm gonna take that year off. And it's been a struggle taking that year off. I bought some plants, but I bought them Sabbath year, right? You can't do nothing with the ground. You can't do no pruning, no trimming. I think except if it's for the life of the tree, to save the life of the tree or something. And being that everything happened for us perfectly, and they say in all things give thanks, right? It happened for us perfectly. Like all of our, not just 2 or 3 of our chickens died.
All of them died.
All of them died in a day. Like we fed them, and we came back the next day. It was like they had been dead for 5 days. You remember that when we looked at them? It was like they was like dry rot. I'm like, what the hell happened to the chickens? It's like something had sucked
the life, like the really,
like the blood and the, I don't know. I never seen that before. Like usually a chicken dying, you can kick them around and you can tell it just died. These like they had been dead for a week.
So dry, like
that was strange, but it was a blessing.
No smell to nothing. Like,
no flies, really. Well, we had a couple of flies when we started moving them, but it wasn't like it should have been with 20 or so chickens.
Like it's broke.
Yeah. I got just bought 2 new umbrellas, and they're all in the other car that's gone. I don't know how I did that. I tried to keep one at home and one in the car, but I must have put both of them in the car. So just so happened, all of the chickens died. And so that was like, I don't want to say it was an excuse, but it was
that was the week before we go to
before we go to Florida.
Yeah, Miami to like 8 days.
I bought all this feed because I had to buy extra feed to just put on the ground so they can waste it and have enough to make it 5 days. We bought feed. I bought different waterer things. I bought all kind of stuff. And I'm walking back there to go put all the stuff in, and I'm like, wait, the chickens were dead. And but they had 3 left, remember?
3 left. Yeah.
So those 3 made it when we got back from Florida. They were still here. And then within a couple of weeks, something had killed them too. And I was like, man, people were saying, are you going to get some more? Are you going to get some more? And I wanted to. And they had them at Tractor Supply. They had them at different places. But we like, nah, I'm not getting them.
They even had like some that's already like kind of big. Like they already like this big. And it was like 10 for, I think, no, 6 for $60.
I can't remember what she had them for. The lady, the old lady?
Yeah, I think $6 a piece or something like that.
I can't remember.
Or $10.
But it was like, not this year. Not this year. I think something killed them because they couldn't have died from a disease. If there would have been a disease, it would have had to be a poisoning because all of them died the same day. So it would have had to be like some kind of poison got on them or something. So I think it was something got up in there and just killed them all.
Probably a fox or coyote or whatever.
But I don't know. They had to climb that fence to get in that little hole because you can't get under my fence. I got too much bottle glass and stuff, so it was nothing getting in from the bottom. Something had to climb over. That's why I thought it was like a raccoon or something.
It's not our dog either, because our dog be like really
our dog don't even go back there. And we got
the choker or something.
The lock, whatever you call it.
Choker.
Wireless. It's a wireless collar. So he doesn't go past a certain perimeter. But then it got to the point where I was like, you know what? We didn't do it before we started, but now is the perfect time. And if y'all don't get anything from this channel, I want to share the #1 tip for gardening. And it's been the same since Egypt, right? Since the Nile. You have to have, in order for irrigation to be, for a garden to be what it is, agriculture, you have to have irrigation.
Let's see that.
We put in, started putting in that irrigation. I don't know, it was around October.
Yeah,
like September, October, like in the fall.
2 months. Like we did that, like, so it's supposed to be
October, November, December. We still had some, and I ended up doing something.
December was the last.
Yeah. And I'm still not all the way finished, but I got everything in. I don't know how we did that. That was back-breaking work. Once again, all we had was picks, shovels.
faucet.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why we put ourselves through this
Yeah.
torture.
We did it though.
Yeah, but we got the front orchard irrigated. We got this behind me, the blueberry little orchard irrigated. We
Yeah.
got the high tunnel irrigated. We got the back orchard irrigated. The only thing I don't have irrigated is the part you seen right behind the house, and we'll just have to save that because I knew I wasn't gardening. Really, I just wanted to get every piece of tree and bush that we had, our pots. We got all our pots irrigated, and it was tough. Amber, just check out our irrigation video. Just put irrigation Grow Family Network. Because I
I'll
can't really
show
say
you,
what kind, but I do show you where to go, where we went and got them all from, and everything over the course of those videos. When I tell you, you see all that stuff back there that we just showed you in that high tunnel? I don't go back there. Like, we go back there twice a week, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go back there and water. I don't go back there and I'm not fertilizing this year. I basically go back there and look, and we do like it's probably time for me to cut the grass again. I cut the grass in there, weed eat in there.
Yeah.
But it's hands off. All of that growth that you see, that you just saw throughout this whole property, not an ounce of irrigation this year. All of that, I mean, not irrigation, no.
No water.
No, not an ounce of fertilizer.
Fertilizer is
Yeah.
all the irrigation.
It's just straight irrigation. So can you imagine when we take that irrigation next year? We won't have to do a lot of work, but next year we'll plant some more trees and we'll add fertilizer. Next year we have a contraption. We're going to show you that you hook up to your irrigation system where you get a bucket of fertilizer, liquid, you mix it up, or you can get the granule one as long as you can mix it with water, right? Or your compost teas and all of that stuff, right? Mix that up, fish emulsion, put it in a bucket, and then you hook this onto your irrigation system, and basically the movement of the water will just take your fertilizer to all of your plants. They're making it so easy for us with we don't see it as technology, but it is like technology. It isn't nothing you got to push buttons on, but it's just the advances in gardening. If we take it from a farming level and take it and put it on a gardening level, on a homebody level, where just you and I, just regular husband and wives and regular families can use this stuff. You don't look. I was thinking, how can I get irrigation? Man, who could I call? How much they gonna charge me?
It's probably gonna cost you much.
It was the same way like when we was rehabbing on this house. Just decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch a YouTube video. And that's what I started doing. I started watching YouTube videos. Like, damn, this don't seem too hard. Then you know what else I did? I went to the store. I didn't go to Home Depot where they don't answer no questions. Walmart where they just sell stuff and they don't know anything about the product. I went to the actual store where all these landscapers go to set up irrigation in all these flower beds. I went straight to the store and I'm like, can you tell me how to do this? And guess what the guy did? Part to part. You'll need this part, that part. You're gonna need this. You connect this together. Just sit there and just walk me through it. Now, a lot of stuff that they recommended, I didn't want. Like they recommended a lot of drippers and stuff. Like all you want is a couple of drippers. But I was like, I don't like the look of that. So I actually went with the long, all-in-one head things, the Shrubblers and the Vortex sprayers. But I could have just went all drippers. I just wanted to try something new, but it's just interchangeable. Take out one piece, one end piece and put on another one, right? But the bulk of it is knowing that main line that you got to drive in the ground and those feeder lines.
I think that's the hardest part is to dig the ground when you're making irrigation.
Yeah. And so that's for people like me. I have where it's more grass, right? Grass kind of takes over our yard a lot. You can see grass is everywhere. But for a person that has a real Kemp garden where you have like the rock gardens,
Mhm.
you don't even need to put your irrigation in the ground. If you think about it, if you got one of those real clean rock gardens that grass don't grow through, or your landscape fabric with the rocks on top and all that and the wood chips on top, and you don't have to cut your grass, you don't even need to put your irrigation in the ground. We only need to put ours in the ground is because we have to cut the grass. So I wanted to have it where I can cut the grass and not have to worry about it. That's why we had to put ours underground. But if you're in a spot where you don't cut grass at all with a lawnmower, you can leave it right on top of the ground. At that point, you can do it in a couple of hours, right? So irrigation, 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 irrigation. I probably preach this forever, for the rest of my life. Because the reason why, because I bought so much hose pipe. Look, I got some right behind me.
Yeah, probably like around the whole 7.
Yeah, the amount of money I spent for irrigation, I spent replacing hose pipes.
Yep.
And,
Every year.
and that ain't talking about dragging these things around 3 acres of land, dragging them to this spot, standing up for an hour here, dragging it to that spot, watering in the orchard for an hour, then dragging it to the back, watering right there for an hour. I don't have to do any of that anymore. Standing up with the bugs and mosquitoes just tearing you up. So every time I stand up, I'm slapping yourself. Now, when I'm ready to water that thing, I go to the spigot and press on.
Shit.
And I can walk around and look at the plants now, right? You free up irrigation. You free up yourself so much. And you could go inside and watch your wife cook. Think about it, you're a man like me. You could just say, you know what, babe, my job is done. I don't have the job that I used to have. Now I can go inside and sit on the couch and watch Bells make dinner or something. Yeah, think about that. What they call that, bonding. Now you got time to bond and all that stuff, right?
Playing with the kids, talking with the kids.
So now I was telling Bells, the only thing I need now is I need one of those robots to cut my grass. If I can find a robot to cut the grass, I'm gonna be in business. I'm telling you, just taking everything. I don't have to do anything if I get one of those robots. Laura says I have all raised beds. I'm going to tag mine to the weave fabric. Yeah, so if you're just doing it like that, where you got it real nice and pretty, where your raised beds and your weave fabric is underneath everything, and no grass grows over, no need to go underground. Just put everything on the top. So you see, we did my mom's one, we did my sister one, and I showed you watching us do it. It's so easy. It's so easy. I watch Deep South Homestead. He irrigated his high tunnels. I think even at Pecan Acres, he irrigated his. I mean, it's just so much easier than watering, hand watering. Now I got more time to. Well, next year I'm not doing it this year, but next year I'll be able to. While we're growing, I'll have time to spray my gardens and do more pest management, pest control, than just having to worry about, are they going to be alive? Can I get some water to them in the middle of the summer? Now it's more so planting more plants. I'm not worried about the water bill.
Fertilizing.
Yeah.
They will really like it then when you fertilize.
When they start eating.
Yeah.
And
You're going to grow more.
And I'm going to try to feed them. I always say that every year. I'm going to feed them hard. But I never do it because it's just so hot and I don't have time to get out there and feed every plant. But if I can feed through my irrigation now I got time. I can feed them a little bit harder. So it's going to be a game changer for us. Really. Yeah. Really. So I think we need to go find something to eat now. I do. I think I ate breakfast a while ago. I don't know. I got
Yeah,
up
you
late.
did.
Had a late night last night. Late start this
I
morning.
don't even know what time you came home.
Yeah, late start this morning. But it's time to eat now. So that's why my eyes look. Well, my eyes probably always look like this, but exceptionally low today because it's been a long weekend, and I'm so happy. Uh, Hold on. Is that system through all irrigation systems, or is it something special? What you mean, the fertilizing thing? If you're talking about just irrigation, I would tell you don't. The ones from Home Depot and Lowe's, you get that if you can't get to your irrigation store, because the products from those big box stores are so hard to work with that it's just, yeah, it's not. It just makes it a little bit more,
hard to harder.
What's another word, like uncomfortable, like um not as convenient, I would say. Yeah, the other ones are a little bit more convenient. Yeah, I saw one of his live streams where he had that little, I mean a real robot though, like a humanoid robot. But I was watching a video with it, and I saw the little lawnmower go behind him. I'm like, oh man, he got a lawnmower robot. But I don't have one of those. I need to get one day. I think my yard a little. I don't know if it's too big or not. Probably not. Uh, yeah. But Miss Laura, you can use that irrigation thing with any irrigation system because it just goes in between. It's meant to go in between your water and your irrigation. So it's basically you take the hose where your water goes into irrigation, you take that off and you put this little siphon thing in the middle of it. And that way, when you put it together, the siphon tube goes into whatever mixture you made, and it in turn pulls up, churns up your, or sucks in from suction, sucks in your irrigation solution or your fertilizer solution into your system, and then it feeds that way. But I'll show y'all some more of that. When I don't even have it, it's still in the box. I just bought it. I bought it last year, and it's on the window, I think. And I'm not gonna even mess with it until probably in December or something. I'll start taking that stuff out the box, looking at it. But I want to be true to taking that year off. If I hook it up to my irrigation, then I've cheated, right? If I hook it up and I'm like, oh, I just need to see how it works. Now I could hook it up and just put water in it in the bucket, because then I'm not actually fertilizing. So I'll probably do that sometime in December. But once around March comes or so, we'll start fertilizing. Then you'll be able to see me show you what we're mixing, what we're using, stuff like that. So probably around December, I'll start seeing how it works, and we'll use just water, because then I'm not cheating if I use just water, because I'm just using water already now. I just got to make sure I don't fertilize. That's it. Thank y'all for watching. I think we're gonna go find a little bite to eat somewhere. I don't know if Belle's gonna cook today, but we're gonna find something to eat. It's raining. I thought today I was gonna get on my lawnmower and ride and be at peace, but it looks like it's raining. So we're gonna find some peaceful to do.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Thanks, Miss Laura. Likewise.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yep. Hey, OL. I didn't see everybody that came on, but thanks for coming to check us out.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel, because this year is really slow. That's why you're seeing a lot of somebody asking about infomercial stuff. You're just going to see a lot of products, because I'm not gardening, so I can't show you much gardening. So we're just showing you products that people are sending us, and we're just showing you all that stuff. So Um, stay up to date with us every now and then. We'll walk around the garden, show you how things are doing.
Yep.
That's it. Thank y'all for watching.
And as always,
I'll let her do it.
girl, girl, girl. The
Peace.
keys is not here to
Yep.
do it.
Peace. God bless. Let's get out of here. Right there. Y'all take care of yourself.